Hey there people, Lenny Rudow here from FishTalk magazine. Today I'm on a World Cat 260CC-X, and one of the things I love about this boat is I can do this. And you look at a 26-foot cat like this, you might think, wait a minute Rudow, what are you doing getting up on a forward casting deck? You can't fish this thing in the shallows. Oh yes you can. Believe it or not, draft on this boat is a mere 14 inches. There's an option to put the trolling motor up front. Of course you're going to want that. And then you can fish the shallows to your heart's desire. Ooh! Nah. Oh, what do you mean it's time to get back to work? Well, I'll tell you another really cool thing about this boat. If you like that kind of fishing, this center section folds right down. You've got a larger, lower casting deck. But we do have to get back to work, people. Let's take the boat for a run and let's see what this 26-footer can do. This boat is powered with twin Yamaha 200 horsepower outboards. You can get it with 150s. Fortunately, we got max power here. I like that. Let's see what it'll do. At a moderate 3,500 RPM cruise, we were cruising in the mid-20s while getting about 2.3 miles to the gallon. Goose that up to 4,500 RPM, we were doing in the mid-30s. 36.5 was a pretty solid cruise there. 1.8 miles to the gallon at that speed. And wide open throttle, we got 48.7. Now I gotta say, this is a heavy boat right now. We got full fuel, we got 3 people on board. A light boat, this World Cat should be breaking 50. Folks, it's due home to test out this boat's best attribute. That is the way that these twin hulls take the waves. So we're making some waves and we're going to run back through them. Now I want everyone to see there is no gimbal involved in this. No gimbal at all. So what you see is what you get. And we're going to torpedo right through those waves one more time. That was a fun boat ride. Now let's take a look at some of the details on this boat. And the first thing I want to point out for you folks who like to kick back and relax on your boats is that you have a backrest right here. You just pop this up, turn, locks in place, and this is a much better arrangement, in my opinion, than some of those seat backs you have to pull out and stow somewhere. Underneath all these forward seats, you have stowage. And what I want to point out here is you've got a nice stainless steel latch, the real deal, not a piece of plastic. Another really interesting latch. This is pretty cool. These are the only latches I know of on the deck that you can actually open up with your foot. Important to note, this boat has a forward console entry. So these are nice because you have to do a lot less ducking, wiggling, and jiggling to get inside. It's actually pretty darn easy to get in and out of this type of head compartment. What World Cat did back here in the cockpit is terrifically interesting. Rather than designing in one of those bulky transoms that forces you forward into the cockpit, they kept the transom really narrow and moved the live well back here to the gunnels. So you have a slightly wider gunnel. Inside, we've got a 30-gallon live well. It's oval, it's baby blue inside, and it's got a high-speed pickup. On the other side, there's a cooler. And in that narrow transom, there is still built in a bench seat. You just lift here, grab the handle, pull her down, and then push the backrest back down, and there you go. Hold on there, folks. I know what you're thinking, but Rudow, I want an aft casting deck. I don't got an aft casting deck with this boat. Well, wait a second, folks. Look what we can do here. We come back to the transom, we pull this pin, we come over to this side, we pull this one, and boom, there is your aft casting deck. So I think I'll take a cast. Yeah, I know, back to work. Well, people, there you have it, the World Cat 260CC-X. You know, unfortunately, we didn't get to test out this boat's best attributes today. It was just too calm, and really, what this twin hull cat design is all about is smoothing out the ride. All I can tell you, folks, is take one for a sea trial yourself. Get a ride on the World Cat and experience it. Don't miss another cool Fish Talk video. Click below to subscribe. Now, if you do decide to go for a sea trial, you'll be on board with someone like Chris from Bosun's Marine.
How's
Chris?
it going, guys?
Now, I gotta say, I have one question for you. I want to go offshore fishing, and this boat doesn't have outriggers.
We can install some outriggers for you.
All right, what about that bow-mounted trolling motor?
We can install that too.
Very good. People, remember, if you really want to get the full flavor of the World Cat, you gotta go take it for a ride.